Hello, Michelle. Can you hear me? Hello there. How are you, Michelle? Can you hear me? I can't see you. I can't hear you. Oh, hello. Technology is so wonderful. It just takes the time for it to all kick in. Well, it says it's trying that you're connecting to your audio. Oh, but I'd love to see you and hear you. Okay. Well, hopefully we'll get Michelle all connected here soon. But I want to welcome you to the Thursday morning coffee chat. I am Karen Thomas, and I look forward to us um, expanding our businesses, growing, and helping each other become leaders, helping our teammates, helping our friends that are in business, just growing to be better people. Um, so I'm not sure where Miss Michelle is, but we'll keep on trying to see if we can get, if she gets it through. You know, with winter storms and technology going over vast amounts of space all around the world, internet and broadband and different speeds, people are able to connect somewhat um, pretty instantly, but sometimes the connections take a little longer. Sometimes they're spotty. Can you hear me, Miss Michelle? It doesn't say you're trying anymore, but I don't see or hear you. Are you in the chat? Let's check the chat. Okay, it says Michelle's network is low. Okay, so it's saying that she's having a hard time with her broadband. Okay, there's nothing in the chat. I think I'll leave the chat up just in case um, that that comes up. Oh, hello, Michelle. I see you in the chat, so I guess you can hear me. Um, it'd be nice to. Are you having difficulties with connecting with the total video and audio? Morning chats, I feel like I'm talking to myself when it's a black box. But some people come and they're at work and they can't really participate. And okay, I'm glad you can hear me. We're talking about goals this month. At least that's my focus for December. Is that something that you're wanting to talk about or work on, or do you have uh, a question that you would like answered? Oh, there, I can see you now. Awesome. Hello, Michelle. Do you have any questions or anything you'd like to cover, or can we talk about goals? Have you set goals? What would you like to chat about this morning? Okay. Okay. I guess you're typing. Oh, looks like only you and me here. Right this minute, that is true. Some people's clocks and some people the time gets a little away from them. So you never know. Sometimes I've had people come in at 15 minutes late. But leadership is all about showing up. It's about doing what you say you're going to do. The biggest thing that we make mistakes in our business and in just our own general persona is that we don't do what we promise ourselves we're going to do all the time. And every time you break a promise to yourself, then you set up the energy to be almost a failure because you don't honor yourself. You don't feel valued. You aren't going into each day knowing that you're keeping your word to yourself. Have you ever felt that way when you break your own promise, Michelle? Do you have a tendency? I know I've done it. I've told myself I was going to do something and then I haven't done it. Have you ever done that?
I never thought about it.
Okay. Well, I mean, there's so much. I want to say, to me, it's almost disrespectful because I'm a person who, if I say I'm going to do it, I do it. I try to show up. I try to be a part of that. But so many people, and in today's society, people say they're going to do things, and then it's okay if they don't show up, if they ghost you, or if they, say that they've looked at something and they haven't, or they just, they disregard their own word of what they tell you they're going to do. You can't count on people being true to their word anymore. Do you find that to be an issue in your business or with dealing with people? Not sure if you're typing. But part of leadership and part of making goals is to be working on keeping your word to yourself. I may get off here and check back to see if more people get on. Okay. If that's if that makes you feel better, that's fine. I understand. I'm here to help answer questions and to help us become better leaders and better at running our businesses. So is there anything you'd want to discuss if we get more people on here or that you'd like me to talk about? Okay, I understand. All right. Oh, goals, goals and goals and goals. 2023 is coming up real soon. I mean, Lord, it's only 10 days to Christmas. I haven't quite finished my shopping, but I hope to get that done. Is anybody baking for Christmas? After my trip that I took mom on, my money is, not as abundant as it was before my trip. And so this year, I'm going to teach grandbaby about making gifts. We're going to be making peanut butter balls and fudge this weekend when my grandson comes to visit. Do you do a lot of baking for the holidays? You know, part of running your business is not having to do it perfectly, and it's an understanding that when you start something, you try to see it through. But if you find it's really not working, you can change your mind. But you need to tell yourself why you're doing stuff, not just quit. Because we see all the time on Facebook or on motivational things about not quitting. Winners never quit, quitters never win. But we can quit on ourselves if we're not evaluating what we're doing, as we go along in our businesses. Building your business is not a guarantee in how to do it, or just because it works for one person, different things may not work for you. Or when I was doing my Avon business, when I built my $150,000 a year Avon business, they were doing a lot of things that I didn't see effective, or that I didn't want to do, or because of my own family situation, I couldn't do. I had a special needs child at home. I couldn't, be at all these rallies, or I couldn't do a lot of things because I had a child that I couldn't just drop off at a daycare, or that I couldn't just get a sitter for all the time. So running and developing your business is about creating it that supports, or that you can manage in what's going on in your family life or your work life. Because some of us, have 9 to 5 jobs, or have part-time jobs that we also are working around in doing our businesses. So meeting goals and making goals is not always about money. Sometimes it's about time. Sometimes it's about um, those special events that you want to make sure that you do in your business. One of the things that I did in my business, and that I felt was important, was with my oldest child being special needs. When my younger child started going to school, I used to stop in at lunchtime about once, sometimes twice a month, just to sit and have lunch with her, just to because everything seemed to be around her sister. And she, I didn't want her to feel that she wasn't special. So because I had the flexibility of being my own business person, that I made my schedule, it was a goal for me to make sure that I scheduled those times with my youngest daughter. So goals can be whatever you want to plan to activate in your life, or and if you don't make a goal, it's it's not that it's okay. It's a matter of, okay, why didn't I make this goal? What can I do better? Where did I, you know, misjudge, or where did I not follow through? It's all about in evaluating, because life is not about being wrong. It's about, you know, changing things so that you can move where you want to go. I hope you've heard the analogy. If you haven't, I'm going to tell you. When an airplane takes off, you book a flight from your hometown, or from New York to California, wherever. You book a flight and the plane takes off and it is going in the air. 95% of the time, the airplane is not on schedule. I mean, it's not on track. It's it's not on the path it's supposed to be on. They have to always keep adjusting their flight, because winds change. They have to adjust for other air things in the air, or going around storms. They have to adjust according to what they find along the path. But they will get where they're going, but it's not a straight line. Nothing is a straight line, but their goal is to get to wherever it is that they're supposed to land that plane, right? So they're going to keep monitoring and evaluating as they go along through that flight to make sure that it gets there for you. That's kind of what goals are there for. And when you have goals, or you do goals, then you are putting and telling yourself where you want to go. You're telling the universe where you want to go. How often do you read your goals? Having goals and desires and stuff should be something that you think about and have written down somewhere that you can read every day. In fact, the more often you read your goals, or you read and reaffirm what you want in your business, in your life, the more energy that the universe can put into creating or helping, giving you the guidance you need to create that. We don't always have all the answers when we start. In fact, one of your goals should be so big that you're not sure how you're going to get there, but that's what you'd like to do. One of my goals that I have on my list is that I only want to work 2 hours a day. And I want to make $20,000 a month working 2 hours a day. So how is that going to happen? I have no idea. But each day I get up and I do what I can to try to make connections, to talk to people, and to tell myself that it's going to happen. It's, it may not happen right today, but it's going to happen. It's right around the corner. Because when you start giving the universe the flexibility to give you the ideas and give you the answers to how you can get to where you want to be, then it will show itself. Sometimes you might be in the shower and all of a sudden an idea comes to you, go, oh, that would be really cool. I should try that. Because brainstorming is good. But sometimes when the harder we try to think of how we're going to do something, the harder it gets to nail it down. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Oh, I don't know about that. But ideas can come from anywhere. And unless you're evaluating your goals for the week, for the month, for the year, unless you're looking at them and saying, okay, I'm taking care of my mom who's 90. And when she needs something, what I've learned is I put everything down. I started doing online and doing this social media stuff so that I could be available for her. So instead of it being an inconvenience, I just say, okay, well, I'm not going to get that done, or I'm going to be late doing that, or, but I set it down and I go do what she needs to have done so that she has joy in her day. She feels valued in her day. Because when it comes down to it, our goals are great. But if we don't have, and if the people in our lives don't feel valued and loved, even though we're running our businesses, what good is it? So my main commitment is to my mom at this time. Years before, when I was building my Avon business, my dedication was to having my oldest daughter be independent. And I did that. She lives on her own. She drives. She's thoroughly independent. And I was, that was my goal for her. And my business was, to make enough money to, pay for all the things that she needed and to help her. And then maybe to have a business that I could let her take over at some point. Now, our children don't always work with us or agree with what we're doing. And my daughter created her own business because she didn't want any part of my business, which is okay. Because she became her own person and she's doing her own thing. And that's what I taught her. Maybe she didn't want my business, but I taught her how to have a business. I taught her that the freedom is in what you find that you love and what you want to do. So I'm not sure. It's been now 20 minutes. I'm on my new computer. Not sure if why I don't have as clear a picture for it being a brand new computer, that at least it doesn't look like it on the screen to me, but I'm going to watch the replay and see if it is any better. But anyway, new computer, new things, and each day we go forward and we have to put yesterday behind us. If we didn't make our goal yesterday, that's okay. We have today. we write it, we work on it, and we grow it. And if I can be of help in helping you with putting down some goals or helping you make a plan to help you achieve your goals, please reach out. I'd love to help you. I'd love to be there to make a difference in your business. I've grown several businesses, and it's growing is part of life. I've started over so many times because when you have a special needs child or when things go wrong in life, you just say, okay, starting over. That's okay. I did it once. I can do it again. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to say goodbye, but I am here and I will be here on Thursday morning. And again, we'll be talking about goals next Thursday. And I will try to, well, I won't try. We will have some examples or some suggestions or more stuff, more hacks, more tips next Thursday. All right. Bye.